Yo, what is up everyone? Brian here with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining how you can fix your survivors and save the world. I've been getting quite a lot of questions regarding how to improve your power level. Well, in today's video, I'll be explaining tips and tricks in how you can fix your survivors, like matching, you know, what does the squads do, what squads you should focus on, things like that. So let's get started. We're gonna have to head over to command over here. We're gonna go to survivors. There's two tabs right here, manage and squads. We're gonna go into manage first to explain how you can manage your survivors here. So right here, right here, I have mythic leads and 2 mythic survivors. These are key to your survivor squads. Mythic leads help a ton with your power level. 121 right now is very high for a low level like in Stonewood. In the Stonewood, you start off with blue survivors, gray, maybe purples or legendary if you get lucky. But mostly you're gonna start off with blue or gray. And right here, as you can see, the mythics are higher power level or level than the legendary, and that's because they're mythics, or else it would be 130. But this number, the number you're gonna see right here, will change when we head to the survivor squads. But first thing I want to point out is what to upgrade first. If you have purples, if you have blues, most likely you're gonna get legendaries. Legendaries, upgrade them all max, like as high as you can. It will improve very likely, like very much, on your power level. I made a mistake when I started playing Save the World. I deleted or recycled all of my survivors, and I didn't know why. I didn't know like what to do. I was new to the thing. I was new to Save the World, and I didn't know what to do. So regarding on manage in the survivors, there's nothing very much here you can do except look at the bonuses and the personalities. Let's head over to the squads. So these squads, there are I think there's seven total squads, and these are key to save the world because these will help you a lot. There is EMT squad, there's Fire Team Alpha squad, there's Gadgeteer squads, Corps of Engineering, Training Team, Close Assault squad, Scouting Party, and the Think Tank. So all of these squads are key to the game because it will help you improve your power level. We're gonna start off with the EMT squad. Let me read the description. Slots survivors into EMT squad to increase your fortitude and power. Fortitude increases your health and health regen rate by 1% per point. This means that you're gonna regenerate health faster, and you're gonna increase your health, like hero loadout health, by an insane amount. And that's very good if you're like at a low power level, because you can get one shot by Plankerton zombies, Kenny, Twine, you know, etc. Well, right here I have my mythic lead, and the personality is unethical. I think I said that right. And you're gonna have to focus on the personality, because as you can see, all of these are the same thing. All of these are the same thing, and that's very useful because you're gonna need to match every single survivors. So if you see this little symbol, it doesn't matter what the name is, this little symbol I mean, will be different as others. So if I put this girl in, you see how the little thing isn't highlighted? It's supposed to be highlighted. That's how you fix your squads or match them. You just look at the little symbols and see if it's highlighted. If it's highlighted, you're good. You're like very good. Moving on to the leader match. Doctor. You see this little symbol? It's kind of like a EMT symbol. You're gonna have to match that. It's gonna tell you too. So if I go to here, you see how it's like 135 and lower than the other ones. And you see the one that I'm using right now, it's 270. Like I said when I was reviewing the manage tab in the survivors, that number is important because it will improve your survivors in your squad, and it's going to improve your power level. This is key because you're going to have to match them all. To match them all, you're going to need the right leader match and the right personality. Moving on to the Fire Team Alpha. I haven't maxed out I haven't found a mythic for this, but I have matched the personality to the leader match. So right here we're on Fire Team Alpha. Slot survivors into the Fire Team Alpha to increase offense and power. Offense increases range and melee weapon damage rate by 1% per point. This means that it's going to increase your damage on range weapons and melee damage, or melee weapon damage. It's going to increase your damage overall. Right here we have a lead survivor, which is legendary, and our personality is adventurous. And you see the little symbol, you see how all of the symbols are matching, and the leader match is marksman, which right here you have the same symbol as the Fire Team Alpha squad, so that means it's matched. So we go over here, even if it's legendary, it overrides or it passes the mark for the mythics because it's the right leader for the squad. So it will improve the little level match, the level to that one lead survivor, and it will improve the rest of your survivors in the squad. Moving on with the gadgeteers. Right here I have a mythic for this, which is insanely good, and the leader matches gadgeteers. As you can see, it has the little airplane for the gadgeteers, and the gadgeteers will help with resistance, increase shield and shield regen by 1%. If you're using blast from the past, this won't matter. This will matter in like builders. It will help with like shield regen. If your hero loadout has shield and all that, it will help a lot. As you can see, our personality is dependable. Our little symbols is matched with every single survivor in the squad, and as well it's matched. This improves the little level for all your survivors, and it decreases the rest on the leader match. So if it increases the level, it's good for that squad. Moving on to the Corps of Engineering. This is my favorite because I use traps a lot. Slot a survivor to the Corps of Engineering to increase tech and power. Tech increases trap ability and gadget damage and healing by 1% per point. So this means it will increase your ability damage and your gadget damage. Ability is like Seismic Smash or Teddy, or what is it? For the gadget, it's the hover turret, the airstrike, and the little mines, I think. And the traps, of course, the traps like 130, so it'll deal more damage than it is right now. Right now I have this mythic. As you can see, it decreases the number for the rest of them and greatly increases the number for the right leader match, and it increases your squads and your survivor squads. Moving on to the training team. Right here I have a legendary, and as you can see, it overpasses the level for the mythics, and it greatly increases the level for the right leader match. Training team, Slot survivors in the training team to increase 42 and power. 42 increases health and health regen by 1% per point. This means that it's kind of like the EMT squad. It just regens your health and adds more health. Moving on to the closest salt squad. Slot survivors into the closest salt squad to increase offense and power. Offense increases range and melee damage rate by 1% per point. This means that it's gonna increase your power for the ranged weapon and the melee damage. Right here I have a mythic lead, as you can see as well. It increases the rest of the lead survivors, and it greatly increases the right one for the squad. As you can see here, I have a mythic survivor. This mythic survivor you can get during the quest line. It might not be the same as the one I have right now. It could be the dependable. It could be a different kind of survivor. So don't panic if you see this video and you tell me like, I didn't get the same one. What's wrong? It just depends on the game and chooses it for you. As you can see, the leader increases the number for the level. It increases the level for the survivors, and we're done with the squad. Moving on to the scouting party. Slot survivors in the scouting party to increase resistance and power. Resistance increases shield and shield regen by 1% per point. This totally means that it's just on the shield base. As you can see, I have 0 shield because I'm using blast from the past, and it doesn't really matter for blast from the past because it isn't focusing on shield, but it adds more shield and it increases your shield regen. So you can see here I'm using a legendary lead survivor, and as well you can see that it's very low. It's very low compared to the other leaders, and greatly increases mine. It also increases my power level, my level for the rest of the survivors. And the personality is curious. Curious is that little ball, and which is highlighted for each and one of them. Moving on to the think tank, as well as one of my favorite squads, which I haven't maxed out. Slot survivors into the think tank to increase tech and power. Tech increases trap, ability, and gadget damage and healing by 1% per point. So this means that it increases your gadgets and ability and trap damage at the same time. So right here I have a mythic lead, and as well it decreases the rest of my leaders and greatly increases the one that is matched for the think tank. The personality is cooperative. It's the little 2 circles, kind of like a diagram that overlaps each other, and as you can see it's matched. Moving on to the bonuses. You see the little bonuses right here. This just tells you that your elite survivors, technically. Your elite survivors don't have, your survivors. You see the little icons on the side. Most of them are highlighted because I haven't maxed out my squads. I haven't been focusing on the bonuses, but if you can focus on them, it helps you a lot. Personality match, as you can see, is 7 out of 7. This means that every single survivor is matched to the survivor squad and your leader. 5% health bonus, 3 out of 2. That means that it bonuses, it just adds health. And trap durability is 1 out of 2, which you should definitely focus. This increases your durability on your traps. So if you have like 57 on your main, it could be like 60 on when you fix up your survivors. Trap damage is technically how it's put on. It increases your damage on your traps. Melee damage, it just increases your melee damage. Ability damage increases your ability damage, like Seism Smash, Teddy, etc. Range damage bonuses it just increases your range damage bonuses. Shield increases your shield regen, and that's mostly it. Also, one thing I want to point out is research. Research right here, it increases your power level by a lot. This is, if I remove every single survivor in the squads, it will go to like 40, and it will stay on 40 because of the research. So you want to focus on your research as well. So how can you get survivors? You can get them anywhere. You can get a legendary or 2 legendaries in the event shop, and you can get 2 purples in the weekly shop. You can technically get them everywhere. You can get them from the rad llamas, the current event llama in Save the World. You can get them in upgrade llamas, as you can see, and you can get them in people llamas, where it's lucky if you can get a mythic. Well, that's really all for today's video. Yeah, that's technically all for today's video. Also, after I forget, don't trust this turn on autofill. It will mess up all your survivors, and it will decrease your survivors by a lot. What else? I think that's mostly all. Oh, if you're asking what does power level do, it just increases where you can go. So right now I can go to the second highest missions on Save the World, 132s, and if you want to increase it more, you can get the rest of the highest missions. So like these 3 give you 4 times for evolution materials, or what's it for, and you can do MSK. And MSK, you can get carried. Join my Discord, link in the description below. And if you want more content like for Save the World, leave a like. That's technically all that I'm gonna record for today. It's like 12 a.m. today right now. I'm really tired. So that's technically for all. I'm gonna start wrapping up this video right now. If you want me to discuss loadouts, or if you want me to do hero loadouts for like what's it called, hit the road, or regular AR loadouts, or shotgun loadouts, or if you want me just to review perks, or what's it called, or just weapons and regular traps, just leave a like, leave a comment down below. If you want to see loadouts, leave a like. If you want me to continue playing Save the World or making Save the World content, just leave a like. Please go subscribe to my friends, or known as my boys, Unit Jaded and Sentinel Trich. Their links will be both in the description below. Make sure you join the Discord. We can help you a lot in the Discord. And that's mostly all for today, guys. Just remember, just leave a like, and remember to subscribe, and also remember to leave a comment down below. Have a great day.